All of the Oculus Quest 2 sales have been paused by Facebook while they're adding a new silicone cover to the boxes for every new headset. And the reason for this cancellation is because of the many reports that they got from users that had facial skin irritations that were caused by the original foam from the headset. Now, Facebook said that they were participating in a voluntary recall of all the Quest 2 removable facial interfaces. And they will do this in coordination with the US Consumer Product Safety Commission. And they put out the following statement. Consumers who experience a skin irritation or reaction should immediately stop using the recalled foam facial interface. And consumers should directly contact Facebook Technologies to receive their own new free silicone cover. Now, Facebook themselves are also contacting all Quest 2 users directly. And by doing so, they said that they had to recall over 4 million facial interfaces that were sold between October 2020 and July of 2021. Now, as you can see in these pictures, there were a couple of users that had these skin irritation issues. There were actually a total of 5,700 reports of skin irritations from customers in the United States alone. So it is a big problem, and it's good that Facebook is actually recalling all these headsets and sending out free silicone covers to replace the foam padding that was normally in it. But what you might not have expected is that this news actually gave us something that we didn't know before, and that is how many headsets there have been sold in the last year. Because Facebook said that they had to recall 4 million headsets. Well, before Facebook actually never told us how many Quest 2 headsets have been sold, we now already know that there are 4 million headsets in the USA alone. And that's some great news. But it doesn't stop there. Facebook officially announced that they created a new internal organization that is going to build the Metaverse. Now, Facebook Reality Labs is the company behind the AR and VR research. And they have a huge development team that is building and researching their new virtual reality and augmented reality headsets. And they now announced that they made a specific special production group where they put together some people that are going to be focused on developing its future vision of the Metaverse. And apparently, Facebook is betting very big on this idea because they hope that in the near future, within the next 5 years, they will be more of a metaverse company than a social network company that they are right now. Now, firstly, what exactly means a metaverse company, or what is metaverse in general? Now, the term metaverse was actually first coined by Neil Stephenson in his 1992 sci-fi novel called Snow Crash. And it was referring to a one company owned, insanely big 3D environment where you can do anything and be anything you want, with all sorts of virtual worlds. But it didn't stop there. This would include both virtual reality, augmented reality, and internet as a whole itself. You might also recognize this concept from Ready Player One, where it's then called the Oasis. This is basically the same thing, and Facebook is trying to make this in real life. And it's not just that they're saying it, they're betting very big on it, because they have now a whole team of specific executives working on this exact project. Now, in an interview with The Verge, Mark Zuckerberg said that it might sound ridiculous right now, but the head of Facebook Reality Labs, Andrew Busword, announced in a weekly Facebook post that it's actually spinning up a complete product team dedicated to this task. We also know that Facebook is working on a VR platform called Facebook Horizon. This might actually be their first step into creating something like the Metaverse. But right now, Facebook Horizon seems a bit more similar to something we already have, like VR Chat. Now, of course, VR Chat is amazing, where you can be anything you want and go anywhere you want. But it's not exactly a metaverse yet, because VR Chat takes place in virtual reality. While Facebook is saying that their metaverse that they are trying to create will be taking place in both virtual reality, augmented reality, but also internet as a whole. So think about on your computer and your phone. So where you can access these so-called worlds throughout any device that you have, from any place that you want. And Mark Zuckerberg ended this conversation off that he wanted to reach this goal within the next 5 years. So I don't know what kind of crazy plans Mark has in his head, but hearing him say that he wants to create the metaverse within the next 5 years is some crazy news. And I can't wait to see what they come up with.